everybody, it's your boy, What If God here. Back at it with a new What If series. This is What If Deku was Taskmaster, Part 1, 2000 sub special. Let's get it. So, we're going to start off right off the bat with Izuku being born. Everything changes till he was born. So, throughout his whole life, he never had a good childhood. Inko was always working, and she always come home late, and she never paid attention to Izuku. His father used to beat him a lot when he got drunk and high. And his mother, when she's off, she beats him for when she gets drunk and high. And they live in a bad area, like not even the cops fuck with it. Right? So Deku lives in a bad area. He always grew up around bad people. Until he was 4 years old. And that's when things got even worse for Deku. Deku was diagnosed as Quirkless. The doctor says good news though. They're like, what is it? He has some really good memory. He can remember things for a long ass time. As they're like, oh, well, would that let him be a good hero? As the doctor's like, unfortunately, no, it won't. As like, whatever, just a waste. So as when they can get home, Deku got immediately thrown towards the wall, yelled at by Inko and Hisashi for being weak and for not having the quirk, and blah blah blah. So, as one day Deku came home, cause he goes to school. He comes home to school bruised all the time. His mother and father don't give a fuck, and he doesn't go to the same school as Bakugo because he lives in a fucked up neighborhood. So he goes to a fucked up school where they fuck people up. So as Deku comes home from school one day, as his mother and father were arguing about what to do with Izuku, blah blah blah. Hisashi wants to kill him. Inko wants to put him up for adoption. See, Inko's best mom, so she wants to put him up for adoption. Hisashi wants to kill him because he just wasted space anyways. They both come to a conclusion to, well, probably put him on the black market, have him sold for like a slave and shit. As they see Izuku walk in, they look at him and they look back at each other saying, fuck him up. That's all they thought about. So they fuck him up. Deku, broken arm. Deku, fucked up face. Deku, broken ribs. Deku, fucked up. As he remembers all of this. Perfect memory. He can remember, So as, well, when he was 6 years old, his mother and Hisashi decided to put him up for adoption. Now, they put him up for adoption, right? Deku was sent to a horrible adoption center in the neighborhood. And I mean horrible. Some kids kill, some kids fucked up other kids. Some kids do drugs. Some kids sell drugs. Some kids do some fucked up shit. And the orphanage is run by drug dealers. So, of course, they don't care. So, Izuku goes to the orphanage. And he was left there by Hisashi and Inko. Later on, those two managed to, I don't know. But they're irrelevant now. Until I say so. So, yes, of course I did. Duh. She aggravated me. So, I'm gonna put this on here. He gets bullied and tortured every day for being quirkless. Until a group of people showed up. Not a group. as of, a man showed up, a rich man showed up as he adopted Izuku. Izuku's happy because he got adopted. He sees that this dude is nice. But Deku doesn't really fully, break out of his cage. And this man is not a good man. He may look nice and, he'll do whatever he needs to do to take care of Izuku. But in reality, he's a screwed up, fucked up type of person. Now, does this make Deku hate Hero? No. Does this make Deku hate people in general? Yes. He hates everyone. He thinks all people are fucked up. Now, it's not going to change his character a lot because he'll still do some good from time to time. But he mostly works as a fucking mercenary, and he mostly assassinates businessmen, villains, heroes, gang leaders, shit like that. As, whoever has the highest builder. Now, Izuku, well, it's just still when he was 6 years old. So, when he was 6 years old, he got adopted by this rich man. He was irrelevant. Now, oh my god. How you gonna have fun at the library? Now, she stops interrupting me, and we can probably get with this episode. As well, for the first 2 weeks, Deku felt safe and comfortable. The dude fed him well. He gave him some nice pair of change clothes. He goes to a private school now. He has his own room. He has a nice TV, a game system, a life that he always wanted. He's actually having a good life. Little does he know that this dude is a fucking psychopath. He adopts kids and gives them a nice, happy life, and then breaks them. And then gives them back to the world. Broken. So, but Deku doesn't know that his quirk, his regeneration quirk, it's not, fast, but it works. Over time, it'll become fast the more he grows up. Now, so, when he's, after 2 weeks pass, he calls the dude Dad because he feels like he's his dad. The dude said, Izuku, yes, Dad? Please come with me to the basement. I got to show you something. Izuku's like, okay. So he goes down in the basement. The more he goes down, the creepier he gets. The more he goes down, the scarier, the most frightening. I can't even get the word right. The more scary he gets. The more he goes down there, the darker it gets. Until the dude turns on the light, revealing to Deku nothing but torture. This is what his room looked like. And the room looks like this. Blood everywhere. That's why he doesn't have no maids, because he doesn't want them to go down in the basement. Nah, he has maids. He just tells them to go down in the basement unless they want to get fired. And they take their job very seriously. And they do have the feeling that he does do something weird to the kids, because every time after they go down to the basement for like a couple of weeks, months even, they come back different. Like they have no emotions whatsoever. They want to check it out, but at the same time, they're too scared to. So as Deku goes down, he's shocked, he's scared. He sees spikes on the ceiling. He sees blood splatter everywhere. He sees the hooks. He sees everything. Right? So as he's frightened to death, he's saying, Dad, what is this? As he grabs, he shuts the, basement door, locks it. He puts a little secret lock on it, and Deku sees this, remembers it. That's how he'll, So, the gaming beaver, blah, blah, blah. As well, Jane, he's saying, what are you doing, Dad? What are you doing? As Jane's like, he tosses Izuku down on the ground, making Deku goes on his butt, accidentally stabbing himself on a spike with his hand as he screams out in pain, saying, "Ah, ah," as James knocks him out. As an hour passes, as he's strapped to a table, as there's torching. There's some doctor put me on the side, and he's like, "What? Where? Where am I?" As he sees the dude, let's just call him Psycho James. And you know what? He will play a role in this. Now, Deku, he's like, James, where am I? As he moves, he's like, what's happening to me? As James like, shh, shush, don't want you to make any noise yet. Now, which tool should I use? As he applies some sharp doctor tools. So, pliers, I guess. I'm not sure. She's like, now, seems like you have some regeneration. Let's see. As he cuts him, as Deku screams in pain, ah, ah, as he waits, and then he starts to regenerate. As he's like, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun with you. As this torturing goes on within 2 to 3 months, as Deku regeneration is now tough to the point where he can regenerate faster. The cuts regenerate faster and faster. Now I'm not. He can only regenerate from like cuts. He can't figure cut off. They're cut off. Now, cause I'm not gonna have him be able to regrow limbs or nothing. Cause he's not gonna even be able to get cut like that or fucked up like that. So, anyways, as you know, Izuku finally managed to escape because, well, he's just a goat. So and by the way, he's still 6 years old. So, after he grabs some sharp tools and, do his thing, pit lock it. Because let's say he watched a video on how to pit lock from locks and shit when he was at James' house because he was bored. He saw the video, he's like, interesting. So he's seen it. He's like, he says, thank God, I seen that video. So he's pit locking the thing. And, well, he can't remember stuff right away. So, like, once he see it, he has to, like, digest in his brain. And then he'll remember, like, right away. As, he breaks out, he jumps down. He has a sort of pain tolerance. Like, cut root, like, stab. When he gets stabbed, he doesn't feel pain. Cut, he doesn't feel pain. And James did shot him, too. Because, so he doesn't feel pain from shot and shit. So, yeah. But he will still feel pain. Now, as of, Deku breaks out. As he's, goes to the room, takes the clothes because he needs clothes, and he just leaves, hops out the window, and just gone. Now, he doesn't go back to the orphanage at all. He actually wanders around the city, different alleyways, sleeping with, an old blanket and some rats. Now, he is now 2 years past, so he's 8 years old now. And he's been in and out of the library, keeping up with his studies, because, who knows, he watched videos on free running, still practices martial arts. He's not to the point he trains his body now. Well, he mostly trains his stamina, because he feels like that stamina is going to play a big role. Because he needs to be able to, last in a fight longer. He'll work on his muscle later, but right now it's just his stamina. So, to practice stamina, he pretty much, runs far, he runs halfway across Japan. No flex, he runs halfway across Japan. So, he's able to hold his breath longer. He trains on that. And yeah, now, How you gonna become a taskmaster? Well, this is what happens. He is now 9 years old. Once again, he's cross walking cities. As he came across a man killing another man. Now, this man looks like this. This man looks like this. So he looks like that. As Steak is like, sir, what are you? As like, what? He's like, what is he doing? As dude looks at him like, hello, kid. Yeah, you shouldn't have seen that. As Deku gets in the fight, standing like, what are you gonna do to me? And he's like, calm down, kid. I only came to kill him. That's it. That's all. It's just part of my job, kid. As Deku's like, what do you mean, part of your job? As he's like, well, to put it shortly, they call me a mercenary. Deku's like, what's a mercenary? He's like, you don't know what a mercenary is, kid? No, that's why I asked. Well, kid, a mercenary is like a person who do stuff for money. Like protect someone, or protect some things, or kill some people, assassinate people, steal from people, get information, sneak into stuff, whatever the job is, as long as they get paid, that's what they call us, mercenaries. And Stick's like, so you're like an assassin? No, kid, I'm a mercenary. There's two big differences there. Mercenaries, they don't just kill. Assassins, they just kill. And Stick's like, okay, makes sense. And he's like, well, kid, see you later. And boy, oh boy, do I mean see you later. As he leaves, Deku goes home. He goes, well, he's 9. Wait, he's 9. So, yeah, Deku goes home, which is an alleyway. But Deku created a computer, because he's smart like that. He just created a computer out of parts that he found in the garbage and junkyard and stuff. And of course, he learned at James' house. He learned pretty much everything I'm gonna teach him. So he learns how to make computers. He learns how to pick locks. He learns how to, well, pretty much that's about it. Until further excuse. So as he creates a computer, it's semi okay. And he looks up mercenaries as he sees clips of them doing what they do. Kill, steal, get information, blah, blah, blah. As he's like, how much do they get paid? As he looks up, and it's around this much. Holy shit. They make a lot of fucking bank per. Wow. So he makes that much money. That's what he looks like. He's like, whoa, that's a lot. But I can't be a mercenary. I'm too young. I think I'll wait till I'm 5. But then again, can I take somebody's life? Oh no. We'll see when I turn 15. So, throughout these years, Deku's been hacking. Because he learns that. As he hacks into some banks. No, not even banks. He hacks into ATMs. Collect a small amount of money. Enough to, get some food and water. And blanket. And, outfits. So, as he been practicing martial arts and blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff, right? So now he's 15. As he's 14, 13 right now. Cause, yeah, as he's in a house, on top of the building, as it's a restaurant underneath it. Not abandoned, but it's a abandoned house on top of it. And as Deku, jumps up there, jumps from the fire safety route up to there, he pretty much, now Deku knows that he has regeneration and, well, yeah, that's it. But he will learn that he can create weapons. Yeah, very soon. I mean, very, very soon. So, you know, one day, Deku was up in his house, and he managed to like get free. Well, managed to hack into the company and managed to get free water, free electricity, and free water. So, as he's on his computer scrolling down, seeing was as he sees something about how to make a knife. So he watched the video. He's like, that seems simple enough. As he was about to go. He thought about making it, and all of a sudden a knife appears in his hand. Now the weapons appear in his hand, like legit in his hand. So all he has to do is, imagine making it, and it appears in his hand. You know, as he makes the knife, he's like, wait, did I just made a knife? Hold on. As he thought about making a knife again, and another knife appeared. As he's like, yeah, I think I have a knife creation quirk. As he keeps on scrolling down, he sees how to make a a minigun, a small revolver. So he like looks up, he sees it, he's like, okay. So he thought about it, making it, and it appears in his hand. So he's like, so I can pretty much make weapons. Huh. Very useful. Very. So, you know, for a couple more months, he's been training on how to make his weapons. He realized that they're taking his stamina, so he's like, so I need to practice my stamina more. He can make up to like 10 weapons. Well, 10, medium-sized weapons before he runs out of stamina. Small weapons he can make up to like 20. Yeah. So, as Deku, oh shit. One day, while going sneaky in to go to his house, he gets caught by the owner of the restaurant. This man's name is Mike. As Mike tells Zuko what's he doing, as Zuko's like, I'm just going to my house, which is up there. As Mike's like, so that's why I've been hearing footsteps. That's why the water been running up. Huh. Well, kid, I don't know how you did it, but I'm not gonna get mad at you. But I do want you to work at least. And she's like, sure. What do you want me to do? Well, you can help me out with a restaurant. So he's like, either that or I'll call the cops. And Zuko's like, fine. So when he was like 15, within a year, him and Mike got in close. They laughed. They got a little uncle nephew bond going on. Bond going on, right? So, as of Deku, he's doing his thing, right? He went to go to the grocery store, bought some groceries, and they live in a horrible neighborhood, but like the customers there are nice. Like even some gangbangers go there and they just chill. They see other gangbangers there, they just don't do nothing because it's a nice restaurant. They ain't trying to fuck it up or nothing. It's pretty much like a safe zone. Like you can go there and nothing happens. So Deku's going to the grocery stores, he coming back. He hears a bomb explosion. Now, here's a little backstory on Mike. Mike was a former, mafia, not mafia, a former member of the League of Villains. He was actually All One's right hand man, right? As nah, let's not do that. Let's say he was part of the mafia. So he was part of the mafia. Hell, he was gonna be the mafia leader, the mafia boss. But he fell in love with another woman. He fell in love. She changed his ways. He bailed on him. And the number one rule of the mafia is, for their mafia anyways, is that once you're in for life. There is no getting out. So, and they didn't take too kindly to that, right? So first they killed his wife. Then, it was a day closed because it was a closed day because they had to get the groceries, so they closed when they had the groceries. So Deck is walking. He has his book bag on. With his computer in there. You know, shit like that, because he always brings it with him. Because just in case. So as he's walking, he's like, "Help this old man. Oh, I can't wait. I hope this old man teach me how to cook some more." So Decky been learning how to cook and shit. Now, it's when he hears a loud boom. A loud explosion. He sees it. It's coming for the restaurant. Now he runs there. The people are called the cops right away. As, Deku gets there, he sees the building's on fire. As Deku's like, Mike! As he turns around and sees this person right here. As he sees this person right here. As the person, he turn around, smile. Because he's part of the mafia. And Deku's like, he did this. As, Deku, he doesn't have time to, chase him after. He has to go save Mike. So he goes there and he's screaming, "Mike, where are you? Mike!" As, gets to where Mike was. Mike, he takes Mike out the building. He saved Mike from dying of a fucked up death. So Mike is still gonna die. So Deku, he's tearing up a little bit. As Mike's like, "No, don't cry, Izuku. It's just, I had to die. It's a law of the mafia." It's just like, mafia? Yes, I'm part of the mafia. Well, I guess I should have never left, huh? Well, I get to see my wife soon, hopefully. Anyway, Izuku, I left some money in your bank account. Don't spend it all at once, you dope. Or not dope, you brat. His dick's like, "Shut it up, old man. You'll be okay." And she's like, "Nah, brat. I'm finna die." And Zuka's crying a little bit, tearing up. So, after a couple minutes, Mike passed into Deku's arm. He handed him a necklace with a skull on it. And Deku wears it with pride. Not with pride, but wears it out of respect for him. So Deku, he's looking within the mafia, right? Mike had yeah. So, as, Deku been training his ass off. He's now fit No, he's been 15, so he's now 16 now, right? And this is what he looks like.